Wait. Shalom, 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 everybody. How y'all doing, man? Welcome back to Rise and Scripts. What up, baby? What's the business? It's Shalom. I'm out here. What's up? Man, I've been out in them woods trying to do good. Well, not today, but the last couple of days for sure. 3 or 4 days I've been out in them woods trying to hit me a deer and get stuff together, man. I hit a deer. I ain't gonna lie. I hit one, but we couldn't find him. So I guess I didn't hit him right. I didn't hit him right. He ran on some other people's land and we couldn't go on them people's land. So, hey, it would have been my first. It would have been my first deer. Oh, man. I was out there. So, but I woke up extra late today. So Rise and Scripts going to have to be late. So we're going to do a double reading. I'm going to do Rise and Scripts. We only read one chapter. We're going to read chapter 51 of the ancient book of Jasher. And keep going, keep rolling through the ancient book of Jasher as referenced in Joshua 10 and 13, 2 Samuel 1 and 18, and 2 Timothy 3 and 8, and see what it is and what it ain't, what we can and what we can't, and the do's and the don'ts. See if there's anything we can learn, any treasures that's been left behind, so we can input them into our mind and try to help us be better. So, and right after this, right after the Rise and Scripts, then I'll do the Sabbath reading. So happy Sabbath, everybody, and we'll pick back up in the book of Psalms right after this, and we'll go, where did I stop? I stopped at Psalms 30. Man, we'll probably read Psalms 30 through, we'll probably go 30 to 36. Psalms 30 to 36. A couple of pages, we'll see. 36. Shit, we might go to 37. Psalms 30 to 37. But let's work on the first things first. And since we have breath to breathe, then we have all we need to succeed. So the objective is to succeed. Succeed at little and work your way to succeeding at great. Work your way to succeeding at great. So let's pick up, man. All praises to the Most High, though, for his Sabbath. Let's give honor and glory where it's due to the Most High. And let's blow up the trumpet so we can be remembered, man. Be remembered. Unblock me, Lord. Unblock me. If I'm blocked, unblock me. If not, man, hey, look out for my enemies, Lord. Defeat my enemies. And remember me when I blow up the trumpets for battle. Man, sounded good today. We left off on chapter 51. Chapter 51 of the ancient book of Jasher. It is called Israelites Go to Egypt for Food. Joseph is in Egypt right now. The famine has started. 7 years of plenty has already happened. And the order was put out by Joseph for everybody to start saving their corn and they stuff from their gardens and from the fields. Now the 7 years of famine has hit, and the people, even though they followed Joseph's order, they didn't do the things that Joseph had did, because Joseph put some of the soil from the land in the storehouses to help keep the vermin and stuff out, and the people didn't do so. So the people's things were full of vermin and they could not be eaten. So people were coming from all over to come to Joseph because they had food in Egypt, and Joseph set it up that every man had to send their sons, and the names, when they come through, the names of the sons and the names of their fathers and fathers had to be written down, and Joseph was going to look at this every day, because Joseph is keeping an eye out for his brothers, because he knows that if it's a famine all over, then his brothers are going to be sent by their father Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, to come get food for everybody. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your people, man, we out here reading shit. But let's keep moving. Chapter 51. Israelites go to Egypt for food. And I think this is going to be the 51 or 52. One of these is one of the chapters I like. It shows some more X-Men stuff. And Jacob, afterward, heard that there was corn in Egypt, and he called unto his sons to go to Egypt to buy corn. For upon them also did the famine prevail. And he called unto his son, saying, Behold, I hear that there is corn in Egypt, and all the people of the earth go there to purchase. Now therefore, why will you show yourselves satisfied before the whole earth? Go you also down to Egypt and buy us a little corn amongst those that come there, that we may not die. And the sons of Jacob hearkened to the voice of their father, and they rose up to go down to Egypt in order to buy corn amongst the rest of the amongst the rest that came there. And Jacob their father commanded them, saying, When you come into the city, do not enter together in one gate on account of the inhabitants of the land. And the sons of Jacob went forth, and they went to Egypt. And the sons of Jacob did all as their father had commanded them. And Jacob did not send Benjamin, for he said, lest an accident might befall him on the road like his brother. And 10 of Jacob's sons went forth. And whilst the sons of Jacob were going on the road and repented of what they had done to Joseph, and they spoke to each other, saying, We know that our brother Joseph went down to Egypt, and now we will seek him where we go. And if we find him, we will take him from there, his master, for a ransom, and if not, by force, and we will die for him. And the sons of Jacob agreed to this thing, and strengthened themselves on account of Joseph, to deliver him from the hand of his master. And the sons of Jacob went to Egypt. And when they came near to Egypt, they separated from each other, and they came through 10 gates of Egypt. And the gatekeepers wrote their names on that day and brought them to Joseph in the evening. And Joseph read the names from the hand of the gatekeepers of the city. And he found that his brethren had entered in at the 10 gates of the city. And Joseph at that time commanded that it should be proclaimed throughout all the land of Egypt, saying, Go forth, all ye store guards, all ye store guards. Close all the corn stores, and let only one remain open, that those who come may purchase from it. And all the officers of Joseph did so at that time, and they closed all the stores and left only one open. And Joseph gave the written names of his brethren to him that was set over the open store. And he said unto him, Whosoever shall come to thee to buy corn, ask his name. And when men of these names shall come before thee, seize them and send them. And they did so. And when the sons of Jacob came into the city, they joined together in the city to seek Joseph before they brought themselves corn. And they went to the walls of the harlots, and they sought Joseph in the walls of the harlots for 3 days, for they thought that Joseph would come in the walls of the harlots, for Joseph was very comely and well favored. And the sons of Jacob sought Joseph for 3 days, and they could not find him. Well, he went looking at the whole house. I know Joseph gonna be at the whole house. He looked too good, man. He got to be at the whole house. They're gonna use him. And the man who was set over the open store, for those names which Joseph had given him, and he did not find them. And he sent to Joseph, saying, These 3 days have passed, and those men whose names thou didst give unto me have not come. And Joseph set servants to seek the men in all Egypt, and to bring them before Joseph. And Joseph's servant went and came into Egypt, and could not find them, and went to Goshen, and they were not there. And then went to the city of Ramses, and could not find them. And Joseph continued to send 16 servants to seek his brothers, and they went and spread themselves in the 4 corners of the city. And 4 of the servants went into the house of the harlots, and they found the 10 men there seeking their brother. And those 4 men took them and brought them before him. And they bowed down to him and to the ground. And Joseph was sitting upon his throne in his temple, clothed with princely garments. And upon his head was a large crown of gold. And all the mighty men were sitting around him. And the sons of Jacob saw Joseph, and his figure and comeliness and dignity and countenance seemed wonderful in their eyes. And they again bowed down to him to the ground. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but they knew him not. For Joseph was very great in their eyes, and therefore they knew him not. And Joseph spoke to them, saying, From whence come ye? And they all answered and said, Thy servant have come from the land of Canaan to buy corn, for the famine prevails throughout the earth. And thy servants heard that there was corn in Egypt. So they have come amongst the other comers to buy corn for their support. And Joseph answered, saying, If you have come to purchase as you say, why do you come through 10 gates of the city? It can only be that you have come to spy through the land. And they all answered together, Joseph, and said, Not so, my lord, we are right. Thy servants are not spies, but we have come to buy corn. For thy servants are all brothers, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And our father commanded us, saying, When you come to the city, do not enter together at one gate on account of the inhabitants of the land. And Joseph again answered them and said, That is the thing which I spoke unto you. You have come to spy through the land. Therefore, you all came through 10 gates of the city. You have come to see the nakedness of the land. Surely everyone that cometh to buy corn goeth his way, and you are already 3 days in the land. And what do you do in the walls of harlots in which you have been these 3 days? Surely spies do like unto these things. And they said unto Joseph, Far be it from our Lord to speak thus, for we are 12 brothers, the sons of our father Jacob, in the land of Canaan, the son of Isaac, the son of Abraham, the Hebrew. And behold, the youngest is with our father this day in the land of Canaan, and one is not. For he was lost from us, and we thought perhaps he might be in this land. So we are seeking him throughout the land, and have come even to the house of the harlots to seek him there. And Joseph said unto them, And have you there then sought him throughout the earth, that there only remained Egypt for you to seek him in? And what also should your brother do in the houses of harlots, although he were in Egypt? Have you not said that you are the sons of Isaac, the son of Abraham? And what shall the sons of Jacob do then in the house of harlots? Yeah, he know y'all not supposed to be up in there with them holes. Not Jacob's sons in the whole house. No. And they said unto him, Because we heard that the Ishmaelites stole him from us, and it was told unto us that they sold him in Egypt. And thy servant, our brother, is very comely and well favored. So we thought he would surely be in the houses of harlots. Therefore thy servants went there to seek him and give ransom for him. And Joseph still answered them, saying, Surely you speak falsely and utter lies, to say of yourselves that you are the sons of Abraham. As Pharaoh liveth, you are spies. Therefore have you come to the houses of harlots, that you should not be known. And Joseph said unto them, And now, if you find him, and his master requireth of you a great price, will you give it to him? And they said, It shall be given. And he said unto them, And if his master will not consent to part with him for a great price, what will you do unto him on this account? And they answered him, saying, If he will not give him unto us, we will slay him and take our brother and go away. And Joseph said unto them, That is the thing which I have spoken to you. You are spies, for you are come to slay the inhabitants of the land. For we heard that 2 of your brethren smote all the inhabitants of Shechem in the land of Canaan on account of your sister. And you now come to do the like in Egypt on account of your brother. Only hereby shall I know that you are true men, if you will send home one for the youngest, one from amongst you, to fetch your youngest brother from your father, and to bring him here unto me. And by doing this thing, I will know that you are right. And Joseph called to 70 of his mighty men. And he said unto them, Take these men and bring them into the ward. And the mighty men took the 10 men, and they laid hold on them and put them into the ward. And they were in the ward for 3 days. The ward is a jail. It was in that parish. It was in that parish for 3 days. And on the 3rd day, Joseph had them brought out of the ward, and he said unto them, do this for yourselves, if you be true men, so that you may live. One of your brethren shall be confined in the ward whilst you go, and take home the corn for your household to the land of Canaan, and fetch your youngest brother, and bring him here unto me, that I may know that you are true men when you do this thing. And Joseph went out from them, and came into the chamber, and wept a great weeping, for his pity was excited for him. And he washed his face and returned to them again. And he took Simeon from them and ordered him to be bound. But Simeon was not willing to be done so, for he was a very powerful man, and they could not bind him. And Joseph called unto his mighty men, and 70 valiant men came before him with drawn swords in their hands, and the sons of Jacob were terrified of them. And Joseph said unto them, seize this man and confine him in prison until his brethren come to him. And Joseph's valiant men hastened, and they all laid hold of Simeon to bind him. And Simeon gave a loud and terrible shriek. Ah! Sounded like one of them down. It sounded like one of them goats that be screaming. And the cry was heard at a distance. And all the valiant men of Joseph were terrified at the sound of the shriek, and that they fell upon their faces, and they were greatly afraid and fled. And all the men that were with Joseph fled, for they were greatly afraid of their lives. And only Joseph and Manasseh, his son, remained there. And Manasseh, the son of Joseph, saw the strength of Simeon, and he was exceedingly wroth. And Manasseh, the son of Joseph, rose up to Simeon, and Manasseh smote Simeon a heavy blow with his fist against the back of his neck, and Simeon was stilled of his rage. Get your mind right. My daddy said, chill out. And Manasseh laid hold of Simeon, and he seized him violently, and he bound him, and brought him into the house of confinement. And all the sons of Jacob were astonished at the act of the youth. And Simeon said unto his brethren, none of you must say that this is the smiting of an Egyptian, but it is the smiting of the house of my father. And after this, Joseph ordered him to be called, who was set over the storehouse to fill their sacks with corn as much as they could carry, and to restore every man's money unto his sack, and to give them provision for the road. And thus did he unto them. And Joseph commanded them, saying, take heed, lest you transgress my orders to bring your brother as I have told you. And it shall be when you bring your brother hither unto me, then will I know that you are true men. And you shall traffic in the land, and I will restore unto you your brother, and you shall return in peace to your father. And they all answered and said, according as our Lord speaketh, so will we do. And they bowed down to him to the ground. And every man lifted his corn upon his ass. And then they went out to go to the land of Canaan to their father. And they came to the inn, and Levi spread his sack and gave provender to his ass. When he saw, and behold, his money in full weight was still in his sack, and the man was greatly afraid. And he said unto his brethren, my money is restored, and lo, it is as even in my sack. And the men were greatly afraid, and they said, what is this that God has done unto us? And they all said, and where is the Lord's kindness with our fathers, with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that the Lord has this day delivered us into the hands of the king of Egypt to contrive against us? And Judah said unto them, surely we are guilty sinners before the Lord our God, and have sold our brother, our own flesh. And wherefore do you say, where is the Lord's kindness with our fathers? And Reuben said unto them, said I not unto you, do not sin against the lad, and you would not listen to me? Now God requireth him for us. And how dare you say, where is the Lord's kindness with our fathers, whilst we have sinned unto the Lord? And they tarried overnight at that place, and they rose up early, in the morning and laded their asses with their corn, and they led them and went on and came to their father's house in the land of Canaan. And Jacob and his household went out to meet his sons, and Jacob saw, and behold, their brother Simeon was not with them. And Jacob said unto his sons, where is your brother Simeon, whom I do not see? And his sons told him all that had befallen them in Egypt. And we're going to stop there. And that was chapter 51. That was chapter 51. And that was the Rise in Scripture reading out of the book of Jasher. We stopped at chapter 52, and chapter 52 is called Israelites Return to Egypt. Israelites. That sounds good, baby. I ain't even lie. Israelites. Well, we're almost halfway done with the book. Yeah, we're definitely almost halfway done with the book. We're going to keep pushing through the ancient book of Jasher as referenced in Joshua 10:13, 2 Samuel 1:18, and 2 Timothy 3:8, and see what it is and what it ain't, what we can and what we can't, and the do's and the don'ts. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises. And I'll get off of this immediately and start another live after this, and we'll pick up with the Sabbath reading. We'll pick back up in Psalms, in the book of Psalms, and see what it is and what it ain't there, and what we can and what we can't in there, and the do's and the don'ts up in there, up in Psalm, man. So, hey, shalom, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful Sabbath. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. You know, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Man, hold up. It's the big Shalom. I'm reading on the scriptures, trying to go ahead and trying to paint a clear picture. Man, is the Sabbath, so I gotta have it. Grab me my book and my Bible, gotta grab it. Turn the pages left. I turn the pages right. Try to see the moves I gotta make up in the fight against my flesh, the fight against my mind. Lord help you, boy. I know it'll take a little time. Remember me, please. Drop down to my knees. Throw my hands up. And shake the sin off me like fleas. Rebuild and renew. Show them what to do. Help your boy trying to bear some good fruit. Anyway, happy Sabbath, everybody, man. Catch me on the next go around, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your people, man. Shalom out here reading shit. This part of the reading. And we're going to keep on reading. That's going to help exercise our minds, man. Shalom, everybody. I'm out here. Shalom out.